For Friday the 19th of January 2018, welcome to a tropical weather bulletin from the 4th 13th Australia Oceania Channel, where tropical cyclone Berguitta is maintaining intensity, located 117 nautical miles south-southwest at St. Denis, tracking west-southwest at 19 knots over the past 6 hours, and while he is maintaining intensity, it is on a weakening trend. Radar imagery from La Reunion and a microwave image show a well-defined centre feature. Here's the life of the tropical cyclone up to a few hours ago. And behind the image is another capture of the ISS space station, International Space Station. I captured a flyover the central Tasman Sea region towards New Zealand. Nathan has edited the video and it's currently available on the 4th 13's main channel. However, Australia Bureau Meteorology tropical cyclone outlook for the northern region, including the Gulf of Carpentaria, issued at 14 PM yesterday afternoon, I think it's Central Standard Time. Whilst there are no significant tropical lows in the region, the monsoon trough, located over the northern top end coast, is becoming more active. During the next few days, tropical low may form within that trough and slowly develop. If a low does form, it is likely to move towards the Kimberley Coast, Western Australia, over the weekend. Then we have a look at the western region, but before we do, here's some modelling on the cyclone. Monsoon trough extends across the central tropical Indian coast to a weak tropical low located near 15.0 degrees south, 103.7 degrees east, which is about 550 kilometres south-southwest of Christmas Island. The system is expected to continue moving west over the next few days, and at this point in time it's unlikely to develop into a tropical cyclone. However, the monsoon trough, as mentioned, is expected to become more active over the weekend across the top end. A significant tropical low is unlikely to develop in the trough over the next 3 days. However, pausing, thinking a significant tropical low, they're the key words. But the risk of a system developing increases next week. The latest total precipitable water. The Bureau of Meteorology's official policy, they don't look at something long term. It's normally within that 3 days, 7 day period. And that remains very questionable. The latest Joint Typhoon Warning Centre's track, along with another image on the TC, Here's a look at the Kimberley 8 satellite view rainbow. And the area of interest is the area north of Cairns, up along the eastern Cape York, across Thursday Island, down into the Gulf of Carpentaria region, then up over Gove, right around to the northwest WA coast. Now here's some models, the tracks on the TC. Now here's a look at wind shear tendency, and the environment's still pretty friendly towards the system, the 850 millibar vorticity. Now this is a look at the tropical cyclone. The information is available on the SIMS website. This is the TC, wind shear, location and pressure. The pressure scale is on the right hand side of the screen. And this is a earlier view of a live streaming webcam available on the swellnet.com website. Margaret Wither. Now here's a look at various modelling. It's GFS, pressure, wind speed in knots. A caution needs to be applied when viewing the modelling as it does change. This is the Canadian, and the Canadian model remains very crazy when you look at the amount of tropical signals that are being generated. However, modelling is indicating a tropical cyclone for the northern WA coast, and that's lending, or this imagery is lending support to what the Bureau is saying. Now here's a Canadian model run for Australia's continental region, and I'm looking at the eastern or northeastern region of Australia. Could we see more than one tropical signal on the radar? One off WA, one in the Gulf and one in the Coral Sea. Could we see a tropical signal or tropical signal anywhere south of Mackay to Fraser Island? But what I can say is the central pressure is anywhere from 1010 down to 1003 millibars. Now this is the GFS model. We know that Cairns, a couple of days ago, we received some impressive rainfall totals. Now this is the ECMWF 500 millibar geo potential height and pressure, and it's the area in yellow. And the latest Bureau Meteorology's total forecast of rain. 3 images. This is day 1 to 4. The rainfall scale is on the right hand side of the screen. Apology, I have my grandson here in the background. And the tropical cyclone formation probability guide, it's the area in purple, and it's mainly the blue across the top end. Now we look at the GFS precipitable water. It's available on the Pivotal Weather website. And you can see the possible low pressure systems. Here's another model. I think it's the GFS or the Canadian.
You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which has had a revamp and is still under reconstruction, but take a look. Also YouTube, of course, if you haven't subscribed, that might be a good idea. Visit Force 13. We're also on Facebook under the same name, of course, and you can like us on there, and you can also follow us on Twitter. Search Force 13, all in text for those. You can also add Force 13 on Skype, or my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094.